Kazar everybody, welcome to a Watch Dogs Legion video where I'm going to be teaching you how you can use the game to basically give you any NPC that you want and bend it to your whim. Now you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? Well, first let me demonstrate. This is Carl. I have been after a living statue on my team for a while now, and I thought, Carl's not got any of the traits I want. I'm going to go for a little bit of drive. And then as I got a distance away, I was like, do you know what? Carl actually might be the guy I need. But when I came back, Carl was gone. So I thought nothing of it. I was like, right, okay, well, you know, this is a living statue spawn area. I could just come back at a later time and recruit Carl again because this is a fixed spot where the living statue spawns. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see, oh, Carl's back. Let's go recruit him because I need to be able to do this achievement where I escape a 5-star wanted level. But Kirk is there instead. Now, there are people out there who understand how games actually work and know what I'm probably getting at. What I did is I forced the game to kill Carl and spawn Kirk. Now we're going to demonstrate that using J. J is now going to be called point A. I'm going to drive a specific distance away, force the game to kill J, and when I come back, it is no longer rendered J in because it's had to re-render a bunch of stuff in, and because the NPCs in this game are randomized, it has killed J and instead given me Pamela, who is now technically point A again. I think this is what the game is doing. So what you do is you find a person that you want, and this is really good with things like fixed locations of spawns of NPCs that you want, hence a spy or any other stuff like that. So if you want a living statue, you can use this method to kill the living statue you don't want and get a new living statue in your place. But it doesn't always work. Okay, you've got to repeat it a couple of times. So I've used this to farm spies outside the MI6 office and farm living statues outside the MI6 office. But as you can see, as I came back the second time, Pamela was still here. I think, and I'm saying I think here because it might be a little bit further, it might be a little bit shorter, but I put a marker down next to Okoro, protest leader. I was like, Joe, I'm going to test it a little bit outside. I'm going to be a little bit more scientific. Okoro, fixed spawn, okay? Protest leaders always spawn at that location because there's a protest outside the Palace of Westminster. I drive 469, which is at the top of that roundabout, 469 meters away. I turn around, I come back, and by doing that, I have forced the game to kill Okoro and instead spawn a Dwane or Dwayne Botwood. See what I'm getting at? You can force the game to kill people and give you new people. So I thought, I need a palace guard or a police officer on my team. Let's go test it up at Buckingham Palace. This is John Johnson. He is a boring, basic police officer. He's got no traits. He's just got your bog standard stuff. And I was like, I need a police officer with decent stuff. I need them to have better traits, like, you know, maybe getting me out of jail or something like that, or they don't stay in medical problems longer. You know, they've got a faster heal time. So I drove about 500 meters away down this road, turned around, and John Johnson had been replaced with Mark Kwok. Yep. And he has slow hacking. So you can do this anywhere you want where there is a fixed spawn. It does work with your box standard NPCs, but if you want a certain NPC like a magician or a beekeeper or anything like that, if you know where they spawn and you mark 600 meters away, I'm going to say 600, mark 600 meters away from them, you can force the game to de-render them and re-render in a new one. Now, the way this is beneficial is the fact that you can do this in like 30-second pops. You can drive 30 seconds away, which is about 600 meters if you've got a fast enough vehicle. Drive 30 seconds away, turn around, come back, you've got a new NPC, and you can do this over and over and over, and you don't have to like sit around trying to find the perfect NPC by waiting hours or doing missions or all this other kind of stuff. So there you go. You can bend the game to your whim and give it you and make it give you NPCs that you want by simply breaking the game a little bit with like an exploit of the render distance. But there you go. That's how I think it works. That's how you can use it. And until the next time, you know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay awesome.